Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome in to video clip notes. Hey! Hey, everybody. Welcome in. All right. Y'all, welcome in. I know it's late. Welcome in to Video Cliff Notes for Entrepreneurs. I am your girl, Sane Bate Mitchell, also known as Savvy Sane in these digital streets. Welcome in. I'm not gonna be here long. Like seriously, like I'm so exhausted, y'all. I've had a long last 3 dayer. Okay, and I have an early morning tomorrow, so I'm not gonna be here long. But I had to jump in to see my peoples, share some love, get some love, all of that. So welcome into Video Cliff Notes for my entrepreneurs, my business professionals, and my influencers. Oh no, I'm wrong, y'all. I'm sorry. My ceiling breaking. What I say? My ceiling breaking, my creative, and you forgive me, I'm sleepy tonight. And I'm saying my out of box thinking, my ceiling breaking, my creative business professionals, entrepreneurs, and influencers. Welcome in. And like I said, I'm Sunday Bate Mitchell. If this is your first time coming in, I'm trying to restart. Something went wrong on Instagram. Sorry, Instagram, if I lost y'all for some reason. But trying to restart you all. Nope, I don't want to end. I just froze like this. All right. So, hi TikTok. Hello everyone. Hello Facebook. Hello YouTube. Hello everyone out there. I am Sunny Bate Mitchell again. Okay. All right. Instagram is acting up. So hopefully you all can join me somewhere else. But yes. So let's get down to business, y'all. Because like I said, I'm tired. I'm not going to be here long. If this is your first time, don't make it your last time, right? Share this video out. If you know any other business professionals, entrepreneurs, influencers who may just want to come and be a part of this, right? This conversation. That's what we have. We have conversations, and it's all about helping you, right? Helping us get the tips, the tools, the strategies for us to be able to reach out to whoever it is that we're supposed to be connected to. So I thank you. Hi, Keegan. Welcome in. I thank you for joining in. Um, so we've been actually reading a book called Start With Why by Simon Sinek. Yeah, I got behind this week on my reading. I ain't gonna lie. That's it. So I haven't really. What I like to do is I like to read. I take notes, and then we come in here. We have discussions about them. So I'm behind on my reading, but that doesn't mean I'm not learning. I learn something every day. So today I want to kind of quickly just talk about us creating a team. You have a team, you have a crew, you have your girls, your boys, people that got your back, loyal, that's what we're talking about, creating our team, creating the people that around us that believe in the same things we believe in. And today was like a reminder of, I'll say, even when I first started really building teams. And so, if you all don't know, I have a technology service company called Trinidad Technology Group. And what we do is we actually install, upgrade, repair all kinds of technology from point of sale in retail to sometimes your corporate offices to even medical facilities, both public sector and for government. So I like to actually when I was started building my team, I actually tried to find people who didn't have any experience at all. They didn't even have to have any education. All they had to have was just a passion for technology. And they just wanted an opportunity to get in there. Why did I do that? It's because when I first graduated from college, I couldn't even find a job in tech. And so it took me forever, to be able to really break into it. And so it took me actually really using the power of my ask. And let me get, I didn't say the other word, ask, ASK. I started to ask people, how do I get a job in technology? Until finally I asked the right person. And that very person, it happened to be, I walked into a group of guys that were fixing on a register when I was a manager at Walmart. And I had a conversation and I said, hey, I graduated with this degree. I can't even find a job with my own degree. I didn't pay all this money, right? And so the gentleman, I happened to say, hey, I have a position available. Here, call my boss. And the rest was history. I was able to walk in the door, and that door happened to be IBM. And that was my entryway in. And of course, I had to start at entry level and work my way up. At that time, recession hit, y'all. Ended up losing my job, my dream job. But then opportunities keep opening. Why? Because you have to keep asking for things. You have to keep asking sometimes for those windows and those doors to keep opening. And I attended a networking event. And it was actually like a job fair / networking event. And there, just out of conversation, someone said, hey, aren't you, you do tech, right? You mentioned you did tech. I said, yeah. They said, did you know that you can become an independent contractor using the skills that you already learned at IBM? I was like, what? No. I was like, how you do that? And so I stayed connected, and this wonderful lady, she helped me set up my profile and get started and get acclimated, with being a independent contractor. And that's how I started my business, by myself. And so it went to the point where, I was like, I started coming into contact with project team members. And so they would say, hey, we have a project coming up. Do you have anybody you could recommend that you could work with? And I was like, you know what? I remember, I'm just going to use the name. I'm like, I remember Billy Bob. And he did a really good job last time. I think I would work well with Billy Bob again. Let me, you know what? I happen to get Billy Bob's number. I'm going to give Billy Bob a call. So I called Billy Bob. Billy Bob, guess what? There's an opportunity for us to work together again on this project. And would you like to do this? Let me put you in contact with this other guy. And so that's how it actually all started, right? And so the project, one particular project manager was like, every time he had a project, he was like, I'll call you first because you know all the good people, right? And he was like, and your teams be like dope. Like, we don't ever have no problem with your teams. And I was like, oh, cool, yeah, because I know I'm dope too, so I'm gonna only attract all these dope people around, right? And so basically, long story short, y'all, that gentleman, he happened to say, he said, you know what? He said, you're doing all this work helping me put teams together. He's like, and you're not making nothing out of it. I mean, it was a joy for me. Honestly, I didn't even think about it like that. He's like, you need to start your own company. He was like, you pick your own team. He was like, anytime we need people to work, they come from you in your company. And then you're able to make money because they're working for you. I was like, that's smart. So y'all, that's what I did. So I started my business and I started to create teams of technicians. And I chose, it's my choice though. I didn't want people with experience. Why? Because sometimes people with experience think they know everything, right? And what I noticed was that when I worked with the people who thought they knew everything, they were the ones who usually made the most mistakes. Why? Because in this particular field, even though you might know something really, really well, those companies wanted you to do it their way, not the way that you knew how to do it. Does that make sense? So that means you actually have to read the steps each time. And so if you look at it as a brand new opportunity every single time, then you won't make any mistakes because you're not going by your own full understanding. As long as you know the concept, now that's the key. Pick it up and learning and add it in on the basis of things made the whole difference. But you didn't actually have to know every single thing, right? And so that was the thing was that, so of course, the know-it-all people, they just know, they know it all, right? That's the problem. But so I would pick people. I'm like, you know what? I don't want the know-it-alls. I want the people who want to learn, who have that hunger, that drive. And so that's what I taught. I went out and sought. And so when I would meet people around, even just throughout the city, number one, people were always coming to me, asking me because they would say, you know what? I don't normally see women doing what you do because I work in hardware. Like I have power tools, y'all. So I have my drill, got my tool belts. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm back. That was my alarm going off. I gotta go to bed. So yes, so so they weren't used to seeing people, with or women, I'll say, and I happen to be African American. And there are not that many African American women in the field of technology. Most women happen to be on the software side. So of course that kind of stood out to a lot of people. So anyway, thank you for sending positive vibes, Lisa. Thank you, love you. And thank you, Carl. Is it Carlandit and John Fernandez. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you all. But yeah, so that's what I did. So I was like, you know what? Let me go out and find other people, that were having struggles trying to get into tech who didn't have the experience like I didn't. Even though I had a degree, that didn't mean diddly squat at that time. And so I built my team with these people. But guess what? They started becoming the power team. People, project team members from different companies, they'd be like, okay, are you available? Is your team available? And I'm like, no, we got another project with this other team. They're like, can we pay you more to leave that? I'm like, no, I'm loyal. I'm not about to play that war. It's not about money. We dedicated and we already agreed to do something. We're sticking to that. I'm sorry, y'all have to come back next time. Come back faster. And so that is in like when I said we had a team like no other. And some of these people, honestly, they might have had a sketchy past. They might have had things on their record, but I got to know them for who they were, and I used my credentials, right? And so some of these people that they were saying were some of the best team people, like I said, they were up here changing corporate offices, and doing just dynamic work. And that's what it was all about. I wanted to give people an opportunity to shine, to be everything that they wanted to be with no limitations. And we did very well, y'all. And so that's one of the things it reminded me of today. So, of course, COVID happened. I had built a team of about 20 technicians, contractors around the country, actually. And so I'm actually restarting to rebuild my team, but I'm very selective, of course, because we want to be the best. We want to be a super team at all times. And so those are the things that I love to do. But this last 3 days, I was able to work with some new contractors, meeting other entrepreneurs out here who actually have their own business. And they said the same thing. I'm having a hard time finding people. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm hearing that over and over again. And so I was like, you know what? We need to figure out how to solve that problem, because I know there's plenty of people out here that love tech as well, who they're looking for the opportunity, right? And so we need to now figure out how to merge and connect all these different people together. So that's what I'm working on, is launching opportunities to be able to bring people in and train them, so they don't have to worry about that. Like, I don't know. No intimidation. We're all here to learn and grow and scale in life. That's what it's all about. So we have to find the right people who also are willing to teach, right? To teach and mentor and help you to be able to get there and reach your goals. And so that is what really this is all about. So I thank y'all for joining in. Like I said, I'm not gonna be here long. I know I'm over here talking. But those are the things that are really key that kind of stuck out to me today. And then you know what? I happened to be working with some iPods today. And y'all heard about the news that dropped today, right? From Apple. Did y'all hear about that? So they said, as far as like Apple is what they're stop the production of making the iPod Touch, y'all. And the crazy thing is that so many companies actually still use iPods within their business. You all may not know, but like for instance, to keep the inventory, or sometimes if you all are walking around the store and you're looking for pricing on a particular product, and they'll say, "Hold on," and they pull out this little device. A lot of times it might not look the same because of the casing, but a lot of them are an iPod inside of this case, and it can scan the barcode and tell you the price. So a lot of companies I know, like Nike, they use it. Rue 21. I was at a Rue 21 the last few days. They use them as well. So many people actually still use iPod Touch. And I know many of you are like, well, who even was using them? Well, a lot of companies were using them. So yeah, so I was like, oh man, but so that was interesting news. But the history behind that iPod, y'all, that's the one that is really so dope. That came out in what, like 2001, I believe, is when the first iPod came out. And then and how they sold it, of course, we were reading the book. So this, of course, is called Video Cliff Notes for Entrepreneurs. It's so funny because the first book we were reading was no, we're on Start With Why now. Start With Why by Simon Sinek. We were reading The One Thing by Gary Keller. And so in there as well, they kind of touched on a little bit about Apple, and also in Start With Why, he's really focusing on Apple, right? And the way that they even sold the first one is like 1,000 songs in your pocket. They didn't like promote the device itself. They promoted the solution to the device. And so that was like so dope right there. So and then of course 2000, I think it's 6, they came out with the iPod Touch, and then they redesigned it and released it again in 2019. So now it's going away officially, but like I said, so many companies use it. But that doesn't defeat the point that we still can develop whatever we wanted to develop in our minds. It all starts with an idea, a dream, right? And it comes from our core. So something that a technology company came out with actually redefined the music industry. You see how that all works? So even some of the ideas that you might say, well, I might not be that skilled in it, or I might not know everything about it. The thing is, doesn't mean that your idea or creation won't change, could not, or I'll say it won't change the world. It could possibly change the world. So just keep focusing on it. Focus on that one thing that you really, really want to do. Find the resources, find the people to connect with, find a mentor, and keep developing that thing and just launch it. Don't give up. And so that's my message for tonight. Just stay focused, keep moving forward, y'all. I'll be coming back. I'm trying to, hopefully tomorrow I can get in earlier, read up, have my notes together, and then we're going to move because we're on chapter 6. We'll start with why. So come on back and let's get on in it. Stay connected, and I will see you all soon. So again, this is Sane Between Mitchell with Video Cliff Notes for Entrepreneurs. And as always, I say I have to kiss you all a good night, because I keep it savagely savvy and simple so that I can help you rock your tech and rock your biz with confidence. So good night, everyone.